Imagine living on an isolated farm miles away from the nearest town. Now imagine finding strange footprints in the snow leading directly toward your house, but none leading away. In March 1922, the Gruber family noticed exactly this, along with strange noises coming from their attic. Days later, all 6 residents of the Hinterkaifeck farm were brutally murdered. But the most terrifying part, the killer lived in the house with the bodies for days after the crime. Today, we step into the freezing cold of Germany to uncover history's most chilling unsolved case, the Hinterkaifeck murders. Hinterkaifeck was a lonely farmstead located in Bavaria, Germany. It was home to Andreas Gruber, his wife Cecilia, their widowed daughter Victoria, and her 2 young children. A new maid had just arrived on the farm, replacing the previous one who had fled in terror, claiming the house was haunted. Just days before the tragedy, Andreas found an unfamiliar newspaper on the property. Then he noticed deep footprints in the fresh snow leading from the forest straight to his barn. Yet there were no return tracks. Someone was inside. On the night of March 31st, 1522, the nightmare began. It is believed that the killer lured the family members into the barn one by one. Using a heavy farm tool called a mattock, the attacker struck them down with clinical precision. First Andreas, then his wife, then Victoria, and her 7-year-old daughter. The killer then walked into the house, murdering the innocent 2-year-old baby in his crib and the newly hired maid in her bedroom. 6 lives snuffed out in total silence. What happened next defies human logic. The bodies weren't discovered until 4 days later. During those 4 days, neighbors noticed smoke rising from the chimney. The farm animals had been fed and cared for. Someone had eaten food from the kitchen and slept in the beds, all while the 6 victims lay cold in the barn. The killer didn't rob the family. They simply lived there, enjoying the warmth of the farmhouse before vanishing into the shadows forever. Over 100 suspects were questioned, from traveling laborers to former lovers, but no one was ever charged. The mystery remains frozen in time, just like those footprints in the snow. Who do you think was hiding in the attic? Let us know in the comments. If you love deep dives into the world's darkest mysteries, don't forget to like and subscribe to US Mystery Stories.